I want to have a quick conversation with you about Square versus Shopify versus Payanywhere versus PayPal here versus Intuit GoPayment. Which mobile card reader will suit your small business? Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you're to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about Square versus Shopify versus Payanywhere versus PayPal here versus Intuit GoPayment. What's the best mobile card reader for your small business? Now, first, I want you to take a look at these two comparative tables. We're going to show you one table at a time. So the first table, the cost of 1,000 monthly transactions, $5 each over 3 months. And we're showing you right now the compare and contrast for those 5 players. And the second table is the cost of 1,000 monthly transactions, $100 each over 3 months. And the dates were as of April 1st, 2021. They show you, those two tables show you the cost of 1,000 monthly transaction of $5 and $100 each. If you are a business owner who uses or needs a mobile card reader, you should pay attention to these two tables because those pennies you incur in transaction costs can add up big time. I'll elaborate later on how the whole thing works and how you can save money by choosing the right mobile card reader for your business. But we're going to put this on the screen once again, so one table at a time so you can see what I'm talking about here. The cost of 1,000 monthly transactions, $5 each. And now we're showing you the cost of 1,000 monthly transactions, $100 each over 3 months. It's very important to understand that everything you need to know about mobile card readers is going to impact your bottom line. What's really the difference between mobile card readers and mobile POS system, point of sale system? A mobile point of sale system, or MPOS, is a program that runs on a smartphone or tablet and uses software to process business transactions like a traditional POS system. The advantage of an MPOS system is that it can actually function without the need for expensive electronic cash registers or merchant services, and it can be used just about anywhere. Okay, and a mobile card reader, by contrast, is an electronic device that connects to an MPOS system to accept credit card and debit card transactions. And basic readers let you swipe cards to take payments, and higher functioning devices can accept EMV, chip card, and NFC contactless payments too. And one thing I want to say here is that with 50% of your customers often going without cash, having a mobile card reader is a must. One thing I also want to talk about here is that what are NFC, EMV, and magstripe readers? The magstripe is short for magnetic stripe, and this kind of refers to basically it refers to credit cards that store information in a band of magnetic material. And all mobile card readers can accept magstripe cards actually. And EMV actually stands for Europay, MasterCard, and Visa. And this is actually the term that is used for a rapidly developing worldwide standard for credit card payments. All right. So EMV enabled readers can accept microchip cards that allow for more secure authentication and card transactions. And NFC, that's the third concept that you need to understand here. It stands for near field communication. And NFC readers accept contactless card payments like Apple Pay and Google Pay. And so these readers are called contactless because the card information is stored on a separate device, such as a smartphone, which needs only to be placed near the reader to initiate a transaction. So you don't need a physical card, a physical plastic card for the transaction to happen, right? The big question you might be asking right now as you're listening to me is, do you need a chip reader? If you're a small business owner, if you own a brick and mortar store, do you need a chip reader? It really depends on your needs, but overall, according to research, to protect your business and customers, you should adopt EMV-enabled readers as soon as possible. Although not all issued cards are 100% chip ready, their use is growing. And this is kind of cool because chip cards are harder to counterfeit, which means that customers are at a lower risk of fraud. In 2020, the rules governing who is liable in cases of in-store credit card fraud shifted from the credit card companies to businesses that do not adopt the EMV reading standards. Actually, the rules started in 2015, but they were fully implemented in 2020. So it's very important. So you will be liable actually for a counterfeit purchase if it's made using a chip card, but if your business uses EMV readers, your risk in counterfeit cases is reduced. So really, it's a win-win for both parties. So now let me actually start with a review here. Let's first start with Square. And Square is kind of cool for low and simple fees. You have a free and easy to set up reader and funding as fast as one day. So Square really remains the best overall choice for small businesses that need a quick, affordable, and user-friendly way to accept credit card payments on the go. And while Square's fees aren't the cheapest, they are the simplest. All right, so the Square Reader and the Square mobile app for iOS and Android make up one of the most recognizable and popular mobile credit card processors available, and for a good reason. So with Square, you have a lot of advantages. You actually get a free card swipe reader and access to the free Square mobile point of sale app. And Square's fees aren't the cheapest, I already said it. You pay a flat 2.75% for all swiped credit card transactions with no extra per transaction or monthly subscription fees. And Square accepts all major credit cards, including American Express, and it also works on all iOS and Android mobile devices. And you can manually enter transactions also, but those will cost a bit more per entry. And this currently the fee schedule is around 3.5% plus 15 cents. But if your service goes offline, you can actually take advantage of Square's offline mode and pay the same flat processing fees for swappers. And if you want to accept regular MaxStrap payments, you'll need to buy a Square reader for MaxStrap that fits either your headphone jack or your iOS Lightning connector, both of which cost just $10. And for chip cards and contactless payments like Apple Pay or Google Pay, you can actually purchase the $49 NFC reader or shell out to nearly $300 for Square's 3-in-1 battery-powered reader to take all types of credit card payments. All right, and the cool thing here is that Square promises to deposit your money within 1 to 2 business days. This is about average, but it lacks the guaranteed next-day funding option offered by other products. And it also touts a suite of high-end security and encryption protection so you can trust in the safety of your and your customers' money and information. So now let's talk about Shopify. Shopify is kind of cool too, and Shopify is really a big player in the space right now. You have an increasingly trending way to run a business, and pop-up shop can actually use the device to allow online small business owners to try out a new revenue stream, in-person sales. So if you're one of the tens of thousands of online retailers selling, for example, art, clothes, jewelry, or anything else, setting up a booth or a kiosk could boost your brand and your profits if you really think about it, right? So Shopify's platform has long provided retailers a place to sell their wares online, but did you know that it also offers an in-person sales solution? Yeah, the company is growing and they're expanding everywhere. So with Shopify's robust mobile app, online store, and mobile card readers, you can actually start selling products and processing payments whatever your customers are. This is fantastic. And the Shopify POS service starts at $29 per month for the basic plan, which provides shipping label support, retail reports, and a free swipe card reader for up to 2 users. And in-person transactions on the basic plan cost you about 2.7%, while online rates start at 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. And one thing we have seen is that if you, at those price, This cost literally put Shopify in the more expensive column compared with all the other brands that we have reviewed. But for occasional in-person sales, it's a good investment if you really think about it. And besides, Shopify offers lower fees when you upgrade for your plans. For instance, the $79 per month plan has in-person fees of just 2.5%. And so if you plan to expand your physical retail presence and set up a more permanent store, this plan is super affordable for you. And Shopify's app and readers work with iOS and Android mobile devices, and they accept all major credit cards. And what we love is that if you're thinking of testing out a physical presence for a burgeoning online store, Shopify is an excellent choice. All right. The company has customer support 24/7, so this is pretty cool, especially if you are a busy entrepreneur or a busy small business owner, and you want to be in contact with the provider 24/7. Shopify is really the way to go. Now we have Pay Anywhere. Let's kind of review Pay Anywhere here. This is for the least expensive option among the 5 major raters we reviewed. You want to consider Pay Anywhere's low transaction fees and next day funding. This is pretty cool. This is really cool. They're cheap and they guarantee next day funding. So with Pay Anywhere, you get a free credit card reader, and you pay no monthly subscription fees, just 2.69% per transaction with the pay as you go package. All right. Now, this is a little higher than the other players out there, but GoPayment also charges an additional 0.25% per transaction. Now, if your business will be taking a large volume of small mobile payments, those per transactions fees could really add up. Let me give you an example. Let's say if you did $1,005 transactions in 1 month, you would pay $134.50 in Pay Anywhere transaction fees. If we compare that with Intuit, GoPayment's fee schedule, this will leave you with $420 in fees. Okay, the Pay Anywhere app's MPOS services also include personalized receipts. You have inventory management. You have customer purchase reporting. You have online resources and multilingual customer support. And all of that, guess what? At no extra cost. That's really cool. And we love the fact that this is a pretty diverse. The interface is pretty user-friendly. So you have features such as payments, funding, virtual terminal, you have invoices, you have employees reporting in PCI Plus. And you also have the payment feature is a standout element for Pay Anywhere. Because anywhere your customer wants to pay, you can actually see that. So Pay Anywhere is actually designed to be flexible for you and your customers, and you can accept nearly any payment method in your store, on the go, and online. All right. And for credit card, you can accept EMV chip cards and Magstrap cards. For contactless payments, you can tap to pay with NFC contactless payments like Apple Pay and Samsung Pay. And you also have PIN debit, so you can allow customers to securely enter their PIN on debit transactions. We also we love the fact that you can use the company's flexible point of sale software. And the Pay Anywhere app includes all the features you need to sell more efficiently and manage your business with simplicity. We're showing you right now on the screen here that you have actually 2 unique themes. You have tips and signatures, and you can actually email, text, or print receipts. Really depends on you. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are comparing and contrasting Square, Shopify, Pay Anywhere, PayPal here, and Intuit GoPayment. I want to talk to you now about Intuit GoPayment. I want to review it. Now, Intuit's GoPayment service allows you to accept and track any payment type, including PayPal, cash, and checks, through the mobile app. And what it does is that it syncs up with your QuickBooks account to deliver robust solutions for both mobile and desktop users who want to accept in-person payments and online payments through their websites. So from the familiar financial software company Intuit, GoPayment is the best mobile card reader for businesses already using QuickBooks, accounting, and sales software, right? So to use GoPayments, you will need a QuickBooks account. This is important. You got to have a QuickBooks account, and it costs about $20 per month and allows you to enjoy transaction fees as low as 2.4% plus 30 cents. And as I already mentioned, that comes out a bit higher than Payanywhere, but it's still a decent price if you really think about it. And obviously, the greatest advantage to the GoPayment reader and app is its full integration with Intuit's QuickBooks software, right? If you're a user already, you would appreciate that integration. And what we've seen in our research is that many businesses use QuickBooks to manage payroll, inventory, sales, and other functions. So integrating your MPOS system with the accounting software is a major upside. And the downside here, the cons, GoPayments include higher monthly cost, and the service does not offer a contactless payment reader. That's the biggie here. With Intuit GoPayment, you don't have the NFC, the contactless payment option. So that means that you will not be able to process Apple Pay, Android Pay, or other contactless forms of payments, including Samsung Pay. All right. So that being said, GoPayments QuickBooks integration may compensate for the service's higher monthly fees because your transactions are automatically recorded and synced with your bookkeeping software, right? Because so here you have an opportunity cost here. You're probably saving more money and time because the integration is done automatically. You don't have to upload, you don't have to save the data on one platform and then upload it into another platform. No, it's done, it's synced in real time. And then now I want to review here PayPal here. And the PayPal here mobile card reader and MPOS app are great if your business has both a large online and in-person presence. And it's especially great if you need to take lots of different payment types like checks and you want next day funding. All right. So PayPal here is one of the best mobile credit card processing providers because especially when it comes to hardware. And all PayPal mobile credit card processors are Bluetooth enabled, which gives you the flexibility to accept payments anywhere within range of your mobile devices. And PayPal's POS devices are some of the most affordable on the market. And the cool thing here is that all PayPal here customers can get either a basic mobile card reader, which will fetch around $20, or a chip and swap reader, normally $25. They can get it for free when they set up their plan. Or you can actually upgrade to the chip and tap plus charge and stand for contactless chip and max stripe transactions. And this will cost you only $80, the cheapest 3-in-1 device we've found. And we also love the fact that PayPal here will let you accept checks through the mobile iPhone, Android, or Windows app. And of course, customers, vendors, or anyone else can use their own PayPal account to send and receive funds. Okay, swipe transaction fees are a flat 2.7%, beating Square's 2.75%, though they come out the same on keyed transactions with the 3.5% plus 15 cents on manually entered payments. And like Square, PayPal doesn't charge any monthly subscription fees. And best of all, folks, PayPal's reader and MPOS system integrate seamlessly with PayPal's popular merchant services, and all of these things make it easy to take both in-person and online payments from anywhere. So what I'm trying to say here is that the picture I'm trying to paint here is that out of the gate, PayPal here doesn't have a next day funding, but it does have an alternate solution you can choose. So if you sign up for the PayPal Business Debit MasterCard, you can get your payments as quickly as one business day. And if your business needs the flexibility to add additional credit card terminals, you want to consider purchasing from PayPal's suite of POS products. You can get receipt printers, cash drawers, and POS device stands and cases. It really depends upon what's important for you. And PayPal here also lets you customize your profile and receipts, manage inventory, add multiple users, and access lots of online tools and resources. So, folks, now I quickly want to recap today's conversation. The question is, which one should you really choose? And before we answer that question, I want you to see the true cost of a mobile card reader. So I've showed you two tables at the beginning of this show, and here I'm going to elaborate. So to give you an idea of how much each product will cost you when it comes to accepting mobile payments, we actually did a calculation of the transactions and monthly fees for each plan. As you can see here, Payanywhere is the clear winner in terms of cost, especially if your average transaction amounts are low. You can see this on the screen here. So note that we did not include RoamPay or Fat Merchant in the tables below, because RoamPay does not clearly define its fees publicly, and Fat Merchant's costs depend on variable credit card company merchant fees, and neither company could be accurately compared in this format. So I want you to see right now again on the screen the first table, the cost of 1,000 monthly transactions at $5 each, and the cost of 1,000 monthly transactions at $100 each over 3 months, of course. So in our view here, folks, the overall winner, our pick is Square. The best for pop-up shops is Shopify. The best for cheapest transaction fees is Payanywhere. The best for QuickBooks users is Intuit, GoPayment. And the best for most payment options is PayPal here. But in our analysis, in our view, the best is the Square. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.